The formations aggregate affected by clinging. Formations is all my thoughts, my ideas, yeah, my concepts. All these are also affected by clinging because I only craved for it, clung to it, and gave rise to these formations. Do you understand now what is the meaning of sankhara or volitional formation? We understood this whole process, no? From the past, there was some craving or aversion, the seed was sown, and this whole seed till its maturation as a sapling and turning into that thought. This part is the volitional formation. That volitional formation only comes up at that as that first thought. That you can't do anything about. Can you? What thoughts can you control? The one that I create after this, I can decide I'm relaxing. I'm not interested in starting that chain. Only this one I cannot control, the first thought. Has this become very clear? Not intellectually, experientially? Or you still think that first thought is still in my control? No, I don't know how many of you think, you are some Superman, God, superhuman power. That first thought you are going to control. I am not going to let that first thought arise. How many of you are thinking that meditation means no thought at all ever will arise? Get out of this. Because that volitional formations will release its sapling when it's due to mature, even in the very, 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 very quiet mind. Only the thing is you have reached quiet mind because you've practiced relaxing and smiling and letting go. So now even at Tanha, you recognize it and you let it go. You recognize it, you relax and you smile, you let it go. You relax, you smile, you let it go. So it doesn't become a thought only. That's the best you can do. Can you erase this Tanha completely? Yeah. So become very clear. You cannot erase it. That is why you have this human life. You came into this human body because of these formations, this sanskara sitting in that bag of yours. That is what has led to the birth of this body, led to aging, led to sickness, led to old age and death. And in the middle, pain, lamentation, despair, grief and sorrow.
So, I remember once you told that at enlightenment, full enlightenment, all the seeds will become defunct. So,
Yes.
the way this,
Defunct is the seed Tanha. I have recognized so well that I keep relaxing. I'm so relaxed that every Tanha gets relaxed even before it becomes a fully blown thought that bothers me.
So then also it comes.
It will come. You're still in body, it will come. You're fully enlightened. Janaka was fully enlightened. It still came. Yeah, Ramana was fully enlightened. It still came. Arahants are fully enlightened. The Tanha will come. Right at Tanha stage, they have learnt that skill. Every Tanha they relax. Every single Tanha. How many have you managed? 1 in 3 days. How many Tanhas arise? Millions in 1 day. Yeah, or billions in 1 day probably. Yeah, so you have just started the first baby step, and Arahant does that to everything.
So fully enlightenment, the awareness is so sharp that even one tanha is not good. So that's the.
Yes.
What is the consciousness?
The Tanha. The Tanha, when it is coming, who or what aspect of me is recognizing this Tanha? My mind consciousness is recognizing there is a Tanha coming. This Tanha can become a fully blown volitional formation converting into thought and drama and feeling, and craving and clinging and the whole chain. Before it becomes, who first saw? Mind consciousness saw. Who analyzed this as Tanha? Who labeled it as Tanha? Sanya. Yes, Sanya labeled it, it is Tanha. Who felt the feeling? The Vedana felt this feeling. And Sanya immediately said, Arey, relax, relax, relax. This happens very fast, not so slow. Start. Everybody, all those who felt at least one tanha and managed to extinguish one tanha. Yay, baby victory. Yeah, first victory. It's a great one. Great job. At least you recognized it. Yeah. The others who've still not recognized, a little more awareness, little more quiet mind. If quiet mind is not happening, we have to do forgiveness tonight and get on to the other side. There is some big block. Forgiveness, softness, loving kindness. We have to work on it tonight. Yes? Forgive the people walking in the room and making sound on this carpet because it is not their fault. This is an old structure and it's creaky. See, there also your sign of repulsiveness comes up and you get into an agitated mind. And then you wear your headphones. And after 2-3 hours, your only headphones are hurting. And then you come and tell me, I have a headache. Arey, you have a headache? You're wearing headphones for so long. Forgive, let go. Accept this present moment as it is, with all its sound. Then there is no problem. Do you get it? It's so easy then. Accept this whole present moment. It's mine, it's me, there is oneness there. See that love, see that oneness. I know it's difficult in the beginning, but once you do the forgiveness, the loving kindness, you start seeing the oneness, you start feeling the oneness. Make that attempt today to feel that oneness in everything. Then nothing bothers. Yeah? Accept the present moment as it is. We have to take this big leap. It's a big leap, what I'm asking you to do. Even if you feel like crying, please cry. Everybody in the room is doing the same forgiveness meditation. Everybody's crying. So no problem. Yeah, feel free to cry. Just don't scream and shout. Maybe somebody else is meditating. Just cry. Let it out. Empty yourself completely. When the unwholesomeness gets empty, then only can you fill it with wholesomeness. Clear?